What's up, Dragon Brood? So, we're going to take a look at the Jund Deathtouch list today. And we made a few updates, few being quite a lot, with the release of Zendikar Rising. And it's not really that much of a surprise considering that there were a lot of cool cards that lent itself to really kind of pushing the angles we didn't have before, especially getting some actual evasive creatures, which is one of the things we really missed. So this is going to make the deck much better, and I think it's going to hold up against other competing creature decks. But first, I'm going to ask you to please hit that like button to help us get in front of more people. Hit the subscribe button so I know that you appreciate all these videos. And then remember to hit the notification bell, because that's for you to make sure that you aren't missing out on any of this new, awesome, fun content I'm putting out every day. But for now, let's hop over and take a look at this deck list. Alright, starting at the top, we are taking the chance to play the Blood Chief's Thirst. This is probably the best new removal card in the format at a Zendikar Rising. It's 1 black, deals with most early threats. If you saw my other video, I also kind of explained this is one of the cards that also makes Stonecoil Serpent not as exciting to play anymore. But it does let you kill bigger things with very little, really just any type of, there's no restriction really. It's very easy. For four mana, you kill whatever you want. It is a sorcery, so that is something that's working against you. And I will admit, we have a lot of ways to win creature situations in this deck, so it may not be the ideal card, but it does allow you to kill something like Lotus Cobra early, while you're still trying to set up, so that's kind of nice. We're going to go ahead and play 4 Foulmire Knights as we played in the previous version, no surprise. We're trying out a couple of copies of Malakir Rebirth, mostly now because we have some creatures worth defending and worth protecting. So we're going to see if maybe having a couple of these helps us against any type of board sweepers, maybe a spot removal card, just some fun, tricky things that we can do, hopefully, but we'll see. We have Mire Triton here. It does gain a little bit of life. We don't really care about stuff in our graveyard, but it's really about being Deathtouch and giving us a life gain. Trying a 3 Inscription of Abundance. It's another just way to fight and really be able to kill opposing creatures. It's cheap. We would prefer to have a bite more than a fight, but in this case, we could potentially make our creature bigger and do some other things that are also beneficial. So we're going to give it a shot here and see how it works. We're going to go with 4 Ram Throughs. Probably one of the best cards in the deck, honestly, for what we're doing. Shovel, a way to gain life, draw some cards. Hooded Blightfangs, which is still kind of the centerpiece to the deck. It's one of your big motivators. However, we will win a lot of games without ever getting a Blightfang on the table. And part of that reason is going to be this card, the Nighthawk Scavenger, which you look at it and you're like, okay, flying, Deathtouch, lifelink, 1/3, blah, blah. But truthfully, this is most often going to be a 3 or 4 power creature flying, which also gives you life. So you can kind of keep taking your time, doing your thing, even come from behind, which is really nice. But in a pinch, if you need something with Deathtouch, it does really trigger off of your other cards still as well. Colony's Ambush. This is another fight spell. Not sure if it's really what we want, but it's not bad. And it's really a land. If we need a land, it's just an option to have something else. Hagra Mauling, again, this lets us play it as a land if we want it, but it is an actual removal spell. After we play, it's a good chance these extra removal spells aren't really what we want. We may just want regular lands, or we may just want some other creature, just some other threat potentially. Porcuparrot, so we can get repeated kills on our Deathtouch things. 4 Questing Beasts, because it's the best thing we can be doing in green, and it happens to also have Deathtouch. Zagras, this is one we want to talk about. I know a lot of people looked and said, well, you don't get to really play it cheaper because you don't have party, and all your stuff already has Deathtouch. The truth is, it's a 4/4 flying haste Deathtouch creature. That in and of itself is almost enough of a reason to play it. Now, we have Shovel and whatnot, so it's possible we get to play it, and I guess we have the Nighthawk Scavenger, so maybe we get to play this for 5. But even for 5 mana, a 4/4 flying Deathtouch haste thing that has a bonus ability seems pretty fine. And if you have to come over the top with it when you don't have anything else on the table, you can just outright take out a Planeswalker. So it's not like it doesn't have words that matter. It's just not all of them are super relevant to this particular build. I will also say, is it possible that this is a card that we don't want in the end? Yes, that is possible, just like everything else in this list. But we're going to give it a go for now. Lands, nothing too fancy. We got some swamps, playing the full set of pathways, mountain, forest, Temple of Maladies, and 3 Fable Passage. So we're going to see how this holds up. Don't really know. We do have a sideboard with this. You can get that in the description. But we're going to try some best of one just to see how it holds up. And then I guess we'll do a quick recap after that. Okay, we get to go first here. We do have some tapped lands. This is interesting. We're going to keep it, but I think we're incentivized to just go ahead and play Temple of Malady turn 1. See what we got on top. We get green and red out of that. You know what? We're going to go ahead and take it because we don't have access to red at the moment. Ozolith. Now that's going to be kind of annoying because we're going to have to try to find ways to deal with a lot of creatures here. Okay, this is kind of interesting. I was going to save this for red, but I feel like now I want this to be green so that we can go ahead and play Shovel. And then if the opponent just plays a creature here, we can start setting them up to shoot them down unless they decide to kill our Shovel. But they opted not to. So I feel like it's a little bit of a trap here. Let's just go ahead and attack. Alright. Not buying it, opponent. So I'm going to put this in for red. And then I'm just going to go ahead and play this. Not going to draw the card. Just because if they try to flash something or do something crazy, like we could still kill a creature and keep doing our thing. Mecha Godzilla. Okay, don't get hexproof, please. Do we just try to kill it now? I say we gamble and just get a card. Because we'll get the Shovel trigger. Has reach. Fair enough. We don't really mind. Okay, we will just ram through. Well, kind of debating how I want to do this, actually. I mean, because we have this Hagra Mauling as well. And it's not like we're going to have a ton of spots for that. I don't think. I mean, it's kind of just pick our poison here on removal. The thing is, though, if we play something cheaper, we do possibly get the opportunity to play whatever creature we draw, and that does matter. So yeah, I think we're going to... Yeah, we're going to go that route. Well, ended up not mattering. Look at that. And we'll just end. I mean, I guess if I'd have thought it through and I was going to do that first, that would have given me the opportunity to put Temple of Malady in play, but I didn't do a good job of that. All right, we're kind of looking around for one of our bigger creatures at this point. That qualifies, but I think we're still going to take a turn off. Ooh, that's good to have on top. And we're going to get to draw that now. So if we draw a land, untap land next turn. I'm just going to use this. It's the conditional one. And it just feels like it makes the most sense. I mean, this is weird because I do genuinely kind of feel bad for my opponent here because this has to be annoying. The cool part for them at this point, though, is if they get another Mecha Godzilla, it's already going to have like 4 different types of counters. All right, that's fine. I mean, we're still only getting through 2 points. So we do still want an untapped land here, hopefully. Hopefully we'll stick one. I mean, this is probably the point where they start playing 2 creatures a turn, and that's going to really change things. Hunted Nightmare gives one of our things, put a Deathtouch, and they both have Deathtouch, so great. They get to play a card with no drawback, effectively. And it's all juiced up with nowhere to go at the moment. Do we just... Ugh. I really want to play Questing Bees here, but I'm not going to. I'm going to be smart, and we're going to take our time. Because we could draw an untapped green source here anyway. Let's see. Did we... We basically got there because we do have a forest we can go get. So, not the way I intended to get there, but, you know. Oh, we have 2 forests. All right, fair. This has been an oddly systematic game when we really were just surviving on 2 creatures for a long time. We do play 27 or 28 creatures, so it's not like we don't have threats. Though depending on what the opponent draws here, they now are in a tougher situation. Unless maybe... Well, yeah, I don't think they have anything with haste. I mean, unless maybe they play a Mecha Godzilla, comes in with all the counters, and I guess it can get a haste counter. I think that's one of the abilities. No, it can't even get haste, actually. Flying, First Strike, Death Touch, Hexproof, Lifelink, Menace, Reach, Trample, Vigilance, and a 1/1 counter. Yep, I think that's going to do it. Destroy a creature. Crazy that we're going to finish this game at 30 life. And we'll put a sacrificial creature out, but don't think it matters greatly. Man, we both hit a lot of land drops here. I even had some more lands in hand. Alright, they're just playing Murderous Rider. I mean, at this point, though, even if, I mean, you gain 8, I mean, we have yet another kill card, so that doesn't greatly matter. Destroy this. I mean, we pretty much killed, I don't know, like, feels like infinite creatures this game. I mean, I guess we could have played that, come over, they block that. Okay. I was going to say, you're going to Murderous Ride something? Seems good. Alright, this hand isn't strong, but we'll keep it, because we have a lot of ways to get rid of things, which is super nice. And we do have a Blood Chief's Thirst, which can be pretty handy. We're going to go ahead and take this, because the fact that we have the ram throughs, we're going to have to lean on some creatures, and we got to get some on the table at some point. Oh, well, this is the type of deck that we needed our sideboard for, so best of 1. This is bad for us, actually. This is very bad. This is absolutely not what we want to see. I mean, we do randomly have a Malakir's Rebirth, but I don't think it's going to do much. Maybe if we get to 5 mana or something and have a Questing Beast or something of that nature, but not looking good so far. Not looking good. Let's see what the opponent wants to do, though. Interestingly, this list is not playing Yorion. Normally, when you see blue-white control, you see a Malakir, you assume that's going to be the thing, but it doesn't appear to be the case. Sure. You have an Omen of the Sun. Have at it, friend. Don't make me no never mind. Do we want this on red or do we want it on green? We already have double green, so it doesn't really matter. Let's put it on red. Usually this is where I assume Glass Casket or something's going to take out the shovel. Nope, just another Birth of Meletis. Doesn't mean they don't have it, though. Let's see. I mean, I guess. Well, that's a cute follow-up card to have. Don't really want to waste the Blood Chief's Thirst or anything here. Do we want to draw a card? I'm going to wait. Because we can do a lot of things here. I mean, we can kill that, get a card. We can save the shovel. Not that we need to. We could draw a card during our opponent's end step. All valuable things. Well, this is definitely not the type of deck we want to be going up against. At least not game one. I mean, our sideboard does have many things dedicated to this fight. Actually, I probably should just put this into play tapped, actually. That's a mistake. Because I'm going to need that mana next turn. Most likely. But we'll see what happens here. I mean, you can just play a Yorion and just kind of start putting the game away here. Well, I don't know if put the game away, but it at least caused me a lot of annoyance. They're going to Banishing Light. Seems okay. Get us a card and some life. Intriguing. That doesn't help. And this is just if something dies. Alright, get in there for your whole one. Okay, what do we want to do here? Yeah, having that extra land would have been good. Alright, we're going to get this. We're going to leave that. Opponent obviously doesn't like our shovel, so let's see if this one lives. And blue-white games are so bad for content, too. I'm sorry, everybody. I always feel like win or lose, it takes up a big chunk of the video. Like, I always end up having to put one or two less games on. Partly because it's a lot to edit, or just to sit through more games. And, you know, it's just a time thing. So, unfortunately, a lot of times end up just saying, okay, well, instead of being 7 matches, there's going to be like 4 this time, or whatever. Okay, let's attack. I mean, why not? We're going to draw a card, lose a life. We're going to play a land. We're going to play a Deathtouchy thing. And then end the turn. All right, Shark Typhoon. Seems reasonable. We have something we can Blood Chief Thirst that makes sense. Yay, us. We're probably just going to play a Shark Typhoon here. Honestly, I probably would. Especially with all our Deathtouch things. It's probably the best thing they could do. Yep, we will take it. Ooh, Dream Trawler. That's a problem. Oh, pretty sure that's it. Okay, this is a pretty obvious mulligan, so we're going to ship that one. We'll keep this one. And get rid of Zagras, because it's a little bit away for us to be able to cast that. I think we're going to go ahead and just turn one this guy. Okay, no shocks. Good to know. Hey, it's Lotus Cobra. Guess what? We have a thing to kill a Lotus Cobra. Though now we need another kill card, because getting the Cobra is fine, but if you don't deal with the stuff that comes after that, it doesn't do a whole lot of good. Oh, the opponents missed a land drop, though. They were leaning on that Cobra. Well, I don't know. What were you going to do if you did get the Cobra? Why keep that hand? I'm actually a little confused. Oh, I should have got black mana there. That would have allowed me to play the Nighthawk this turn. I am just playing terrible today, everybody. That would have been a big deal with the opponent being behind here. I don't know if y'all can hear that. I have actual thunder around me, which is super nice, considering we've been trying to deal with these fires everywhere. Alright, the opponent has something to play. Do we even care about saving that? You know what? I'm going to do it anyway, just because. Pass. Yeah, having this would have been huge, because we'd have been attacking for even more this turn. Yeah, it's just a missed opportunity. Super sad. Because that wouldn't have killed it. So we'd have been attacking for at least 3, 4, 5. Yeah. Yeah, if we lose this one, it's definitely because of that mistake. It's super tough. Well, that's not nothing. Unfortunately, it kind of created a bad race situation for ourselves, so we kind of just got to do what we can here. It's possible they just, I was going to say, straight up play a Omnath, which was a possibility, but looks like that's not a thing. So... what do they have if you don't Omnath? What kind of hand is it? Just all ultimatums or something? I mean, I'm tempted to just run these in and let it kill the questing beast and just see what we could do with the Nighthawk. Because the Nighthawk's going to be 4 anyway, and it flies. I think so, because it's also possible they might just be trying to play like Terror of the Peaks. And if so, we could still have the Nighthawk afterwards. And then possibly kill the Terror with this. Only give up the Foulmire Knight, potentially. But yeah, the opponent would already be at like 7 or less life here had we... Well, we'd have gotten 2 more attack steps possibly with the Nighthawk. Yeah. Man. Bad mistake. Bad mistake. It's going to cost us, for sure. All right. Gonna go get a red land, I think. Yep. That makes sense. Don't have Royal Eruption, please. Okay, that's nice to know. I guess we go attack. Ooh, they have Scorching Dragonfire or something here? Oh, just Bone Crusher Giant. That's actually fine. I mean, we don't love it, obviously. We'd much rather it be something else. But now is one of those times I'd like to see a Zagras. We'd be able to attack with just flying 8 powers worth of things would be amazing. Hey, look at that. It's like ask and you shall receive. Got to play it for 5, but not much mattering there. Get in there with flying creatures. I'm going to Brazen Borrower or something, I guess. I mean, they would go to 7, then go to 10 whenever they play the Uro out of the graveyard. So it's not nothing. Oh, but they don't have double blue, double... Well, now they do, if they choose to go get it. But they might... Yeah, this is kind of a weird spot for them, because they might want to save the Brazen Borrower to try to block the Nighthawk Scavenger. But at that point, we're hoping to draw a thing that costs 3 or less, so we can just call the ambush it and get the extra damage in. But we'll see what happens here. Though they could be playing an Innovative Lifts that plays Inscription and wants to fight. Like, I don't know. There are a lot of unknowns that could happen here. Alright, there's the Uro, which we knew was option 1. Put them to 10. They get to draw a card. Guess they're just going to see what's going on. I mean, they do remove cards, so our Nighthawk's not as big now. So it's definitely a thing. This is kind of a different problem, because do we want to just... I mean, the Uro's going to put them to 13. We can put them to 8. We could kill Uro the following turn. We could save to block Uro, which is a thing as well. I think this is what we do. Because I feel like if we were going to be willing to spend this card to potentially kill Uro anyway, just blocking with the Nighthawk is going to achieve kind of the same thing, but prevent a bigger beating. Unfortunately, this might do us in. Nope, they did not draw well there on that card. So now if they attack, they go to 9. We have 4, 5, 6. Even if we had an Inscription, we could get their card in the yard. Put this up to 1, 2, 3, 4. That's only 8. So I don't think we have a way to get it done, as much as I want to. Alright. I think this is the best we can do. I mean, we're at enough life here that I'm not worried about the Bone Crusher Giant getting through. However, I am concerned that they're going to Genesis Ultimatum next turn, and I don't think we're going to have a really good answer. Ruin Crab, that's random. Okay, maybe they don't have another ultimatum. I don't know what their deck's doing. They're just trying to play every cool combination of things, I guess. Ooh, that Questing Beast would have been real nice. Not gonna lie, losing that Questing Beast was a hard one. Okay, I didn't mind that round of stuff. Ooh, an Inscription, though. That's exciting. That's real exciting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We don't have enough to do both of these. We're going to be one short. I mean, I say that we could like fight then fight or something, put counters then fight. So like we have other options. But yeah, I think we just put the opponent down to, yeah. Also interesting scenario, if they do something like ultimatum, get Terror of the Peaks, you know, all that, we could inscription, save the creature, gain the life, put the counters on it, then just fight down the Terror and kind of do our thing. Ooh, unfortunately, they have Omnath here. And that's not what we want to see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This creates a much worse scenario. I think we're going to use this inscription. They haven't played a land yet, so they'd be able to get 1, 2, 3, 4. You know what? We're gonna 2 gain the life, fight a thing. We're just gonna do it. What if we fight? It's possible they do get the Terror of the Peaks, but then they wouldn't have the mana to play another thing. So yeah, never mind. So this at least leaves us with a 6-power creature. Unless they have like an inscription of their own, which, nah, we lose. Alright, so they have their Lotus Cobra. And they have enough cards in the yard. Almost. One more to be able to play another Uro. Which would get them to 8, and that is a thing. Alright. So, that's... Well, it didn't put a creature in the yard, or a card in the yard, though. So that doesn't quite get them where they want to go. And being able to play the Brazen Borrower doesn't help them because we have another fight card. Are we worried about running out of cards? Nah, we're at 31. Oh, they just straight up had another one. Oh, I wasn't even paying attention. I was thinking about the one in the yard. All right, well, let's find another inscription. Or when they attack with this Bone Crusher Giant, we can just find another Questing Beast. Because only one of the 2 of those are in the yard. All right, that's the plan from here. All right, Questing Beast or Inscription. All good. Let's do it. Oh! Oh, we did it, team! We did it! Oh, we did it. Don't have a way to kill this, please. Yep, that's gonna do it. They play the Brazen Bar, we fight it. And lethal. Okay, we get to go first. We're keeping. We have a lot of mana sources, though. I'm gonna put one of these in tapped. Ooh, Fervent Champs. That's gonna be a bit of a problem for us, potentially. Huh. Well, let's play this, I guess. Don't know how many ways they have to deal with the Hooded Blightfang, but I think we're going to lead with that first and then try to sneak the Nighthawk Scavenger down. Let's go ahead and just minimize damage here. I'm gonna go get another swamp. And that's not bad to have. It's not really the card we're targeting, but it's not bad. Alright. Ooh, and the opponent opted not to attack with anything. So, are they trying to set up for Embercleave next turn? If so, I mean, the most they're going to do is 4 with the Embercleave, though, right? 5, 6, 7, we block some things. Yeah, let's just do this. This feels safe. If they have a card, way to remove a card, it costs us 2 life, but we can get it back. Raging Goblin, okay. Trying to do the super low to the ground thing. Ginger Brute, because we definitely don't want unblockable things living. Well, that's the easiest way to deal with that. Don't really need that at this point. Well, now we're at 21. We feel a little bit safer. We've got a ram through, even if they manage to get a Nax or a Torbrin or anything else. Alright, we will block and block. Let's see where they try to stick that Embercleave. Sure. Put the Embercleave on what? Okay. I think... yeah. I'll lose a 2 life. That's reasonable here. And we can start gaining life when we attack. Yep, this is going to start doing it. And that should cover things. Yeah, even an axe isn't going to matter here. Yep. You can do your thing all you want, opponent. Gain some more life. Get another card. Gain some more life. Yep. Alright, this one's a keeper. We'll see what happens from here. Alright, we got to lead with this, so we have a chance to kill something early with a ram through, if it's there. Okay, it wasn't. So we're going to go ahead and put this into play. And I guess we'll just go get a swamp. Let us play the Nighthawk next turn. Alright, there's an Uro, sure. Do 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 do. Sadly, I think I have to play this on green if we want to be able to try to play Questing Beast next turn. Alright, attack for 1. Not a lot of damage there yet, unfortunately. But let's see what the opponent's got this turn. Could be a Omnath. Nope, they played the land, so it's not an Omnath. What are they waiting on? Probably just going to bounce something here. At least I would think. Not too many other actions make a lot of sense here. Not even that, huh? Okay, that makes your stuff cheaper. That makes sense. Alright, you have an Omnath. Gain some life. Oh, that was a bold move. I mean, the opponent is at 18, so I mean, they're not at risk here. I mean, we can kill Omnath, so yeah, let's do that, I guess. Alright, I did that just in case they wanted to bounce something. They wouldn't bounce the questing beast, but okay. Let's see what happens. Ultimatum, sure. And those matter. Even though, oh, Thrix is legendary, so that's a problem. Oh, does that just end the game? No, it doesn't. Because we can do this to make this a 6. Kill that. 6, 7, 8. Nope. Close. Not quite, though. So, things being what they are. I was thinking, do we want to attack, let them block, use this for 2, to pump this up, fight that? But I don't think so. I'd still be short of Ugin or Uro next turn. Alright. I mean, it's a little tough because we do actually want the Nighthawk. Is that the thing we want to be big? Nighthawk could be a 5 toughness. Yeah, actually, let's cancel that. Alright, so we'll put the counters here. We'll gain the life. And they'll have these 2 fight. Because if they play the Ugin, I mean the Uro. They just block this because it's only they can block. Yeah, but it takes mana away from them. It's fine. Alright, so now they at least have to come up with some semblance of multiple answers here. Though, I goofed up again. I should have just played this tapped. Because then I'd just be able to cast Zagras here. No matter what. Like, even if they ultimatum and hit a Ugin, now we have to hit an untapped land. Alright, that's still not bad yet. Okay, they're getting a lot of mana still. Alright, Uro puts them up to 9. But I think that's going to do it, right? No, because we only have 8 in the air, and they have 3 3s on the ground, so that's not going to do it. We may not be able to get them. Needed one more card type in their graveyard. Oh, wait, they're only at 6. Oh, they were at 3 and went to 6. I thought they were at 6 going to... Oh, never mind. Yep, that's going to do it. All right. So, how do we feel about it after all that? It's solid. I think there's still like some minor adjustments. You know, I feel like maybe we want 1 or 2 more like 1 or 2 mana things would be very good. Maybe we cut the Zagreus. You know, it's a neat card. Don't know if it's completely necessary, but I will admit having another evasive creature was very big there in that last game. So kind of on the fence, but I would be trying to find a way to squeeze in a couple of things. I think would be our best bets. As cool as the inscriptions are, maybe we could still do with 1 less for an additional bite spell of some kind, or maybe just a straight up creature removal. Other than that, really, I think, truthfully, this is a better best of 3 than a better best of 1 deck. And the reason I said is I think in the sideboard, we're able to get some stuff to deal with the slower decks, as far as discard spells, planeswalkers, things like that, that are very good in those fights that we don't have access to here. And we can still get stuff like Scavenging Ooze and whatnot if we want them. So it gives you a few other options. And truthfully, even against the ultimatum decks, the discard spells are probably still very good. So that's something to think about. But yeah, if you want something different, this deck actually still can compete. I think I struggled a little bit in one game because I made a bad choice, but we're still able to recover. So I don't know. It's pretty good. I don't know. It's still early in the format, so I can't really tell you like how good is it compared to everything else. But I think it's at least worth giving a look and playing. And the cool part is if you have the old version, you really didn't have to spend any mythics. It was just rares that we had to spend on this to update it. So that was kind of nice. But I think that's it as usual. If you haven't, please remember to like this video, hit the subscribe button, and then hit the notification bell so you get notified every time I have different new deck videos up. But I think that's it for now. We'll see you next time.